Hello everyone and welcome to Gaming FTL. My name is Josh and I'm here with Itay and Julia of Mushroom 11. Now you guys have come to Eurogamer and how's it been so far?
It's been pretty awesome.
Yeah, definitely a great reception of the game. We've got a lot of great comments.
Awesome. So your game is about a amorphous blob that you can destroy and create more of itself from different directions, and that's how you kind of crawl along the world. Where did that idea come from?
Came from the Global Game Jam of 2012.
So the idea, they challenged us with the idea of this symbol of rebirth and destruction, and like the snake eating its own tail. And it made me want to make a platformer, which is my favorite kind of game that I grew up on, kind of, but replace the protagonist with a thing that you cannot really move, but instead you can only destroy in order to reshape and to control. So destruction is in fact the only way for you to move.
Yeah, it does have that certain feel of, am I destroying this or is it just growing somewhere else? What is your philosophical position on this?
Well, I would say that it's for me. It just, I don't know. There's something about destroying and it feels like you keep on having a renewed body because everything you destroy is dead. You know, you have things that fall into lava or get, consumed by I don't know, bosses or whatever, and they are dead, but you're still alive. So every cell is completely individual and autonomous, and it can regrow you as an idea. So that idea kind of also brought this idea of the story and the narrative.
You're looking very confused.
Yes.
Oh, well, I was just going to say no one piece is more important than the other since any piece can regrow, and that's about it.
Yes.
But Itay took it to another plane with that thought.
Yeah, I keep
Deep
coming
in
up.
thought.
Yeah, keep coming with a new philosophical Zen moment every time.
It's very deep. So, despite it's some kind of fungus or mushroom, well, it says Mushroom 11 on your poster over there, but without making it kind of disgusting to see and hear move and all that kind of thing, it's actually quite satisfying to watch it move through the little gaps and things like that. How did you stop it being gross and make it more satisfying?
Well, it's pretty.
Well,
That helps.
I don't know. I honestly never really wanted it to not to stop being repulsive. In fact, I mean, just it's you know what I mean. It's like it is a force of something, either good or bad, and we didn't really apply any context to it except for what the players feel. I feel like that some people actually look at it as a force of evil, and it's great. And some people think it's like something that cleanses the world, and it's also great. So I think people, well, that another Zen moment.
Reflects their
Psyche on the mushroom.
on their character.
And honestly, I think that's kind of like the whole idea of fungus, because it's anywhere between something that's gross to
Something that's yummy on your pasta.
yeah, you went there. And it's no, but also we really are interested in the scientific nature of fungus as well. It's like this is a pretty amazing thing, and we learned more about it lately, and it's very interesting. Of course, we're using a lot of the scientific elements very loosely, but some of them are we actually try to mimic as close as we could.
Yeah, the fungus as a creature is pretty amazing to, rehabilitate life forms in different conditions. and the fact that funguses are the largest creature on the planet. I think there's like one mycelium fungus that's like 3 states big and is one creature, and they could test it because they can put electric currents on one part of the organism and it comes out in a different state on the other part. It's just like, this is like a really great, interesting creature.
Yeah, and we use a lot of these trivia pieces in the, I mean, not trivia, like just, it contributes to the story in many different ways. So for us, it's just a great reference, and it really helps and completes the story as well.
The environment is a post-apocalyptic world. We're assuming that humans have been and destroyed themselves, because there's obviously mushroom cloud. That's where the mind automatically goes.
Yeah. No comment. Yes.
Yes, they
Yeah,
they
I
mess
think
stuff up.
we are. Again, this is like we put in a lot of our thoughts and what we feel about humanity and human race and how it contributes to Earth into the story. And just like the mushroom or like this creature, it's neither good or bad. It's as it can.
I also think that it's nice that we have this post-apocalyptic world, but there's no humans, because we tend to be very like self-focused when we think about apocalypse. But like, there are other life forms, and other life can continue on after us, and
And in
probably
fact-
flourish after us.
Yeah, probably. Exactly. And that's part of it. It's I'm not gonna talk too much about what brings about the demise of humanity, which is obviously absent from this world. But let's just say that we are part of it, and we're probably gonna be part of it in real life too. That was a dark moment right there.
How can we ever recover?
Yeah, there's no way to continue from here. Yeah.
So on to a slightly more happy topic. What is your favorite?
Everything is
So dark.
happier. I don't know. I didn't mean to go there. Sorry.
No, it's kind of it's not a theme, but part of the atmosphere of your game. So obviously, I mean, it comes across really well, which is
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, and very much thanks to Simon Conall, our artist, who's a really talented artist. His interpretation of how a dead world would look like, and still kind of in a very whimsical and very colorful way, is exactly the kind of thing that I was looking for originally when I kind of try to imagine how this world would look like. So that's definitely he's part of it.
Awesome. I've got to say that one of my favorite details is the fact that there's little capillaries like pumping water or whatever through the mushroom. What is your favorite detail in your game?
For me, it's the horse.
It's a horse?
Yeah. There's
The
a horse on a
spring horse.
spring
Yeah.
from the
Oh.
playground. I really love that.
Yeah, that's a physics element.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
I really, one of my favorite things to do is just take something that's arbitrary or just visually appealing or playful, and kind of interpret it in a way that's both contributes to the story in some way, because you look at the horse and you imagine life, you imagine playground, and now it looks all run down, and you understand that something massive has happened a long time ago. But also, it's not just there to be pretty or ugly or whatever you interpret it as. It is there to play with. It is a part of the scene, and in this case, it's actually an interesting challenge to go through. So I like these things, how they kind of, when it comes together, it feels really, really great.
cool. And the game isn't actually difficult necessarily. There are some challenging parts, but it's more about playing with the mushroom and how that feels. How far down the kind of toy versus puzzle elements, which direction are you thinking of going?
Actually, I think that you totally nailed that part, because I didn't really see this as something I would want to go through because it was a very harsh experiment to begin with as a global game jam game. And when I saw people were like talking to me while playing with the thing, they're not even realizing that we were just tampering with the mouse, or I don't remember if I was playing it on the iPad, whatever. And I saw the potential. I saw that this is just at the very basic level, it was an enjoyable action. And then
Toy.
yeah, and from that point on, you can apply whatever it is that you want to apply. I could have taken it to a very skill-based game, or just completely logical, which is I try to find the angle that is unique to this kind of a mechanic. And it's true. I think that there are many different ways to play the game, and there's almost infinite ways of solving each of the challenges, and that's exactly where I want it to be. It's like there's no one way to solve a certain challenge.
That's awesome. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
Why are you both looking at me?
I don't know. You usually have things to add.
No,
Well, I'm on you.
Oh no.
When is the game going to come out?
Oh yeah. Thanks you. It'll be out hopefully March. And now I'm looking at you.
I promise nothing. No, we're aiming for March 2015.
And on what platforms?
Desktop first, so PC, Mac, Linux, and hopefully handheld shortly after.
Awesome. Well, thank you two for joining me.
Thank you very much.
Everyone, check out the links in the description for more information on Mushroom 11. I will see you next time. Stay tuned to Gaming FTL for more Eurogamer coverage. See ya.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot. This was so much fun.
Sorry, we're
No,
we're
yeah,
still
we are-